Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will delve into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 24th of March, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 24th of March, 2025, our system has ranked Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.96. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. We will continue to monitor this assessment to observe how it develops in the days ahead. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating that further declines are likely. The present 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 8.24% over the next 3 months, with anticipated returns ranging from -13.91% to -0.237%. In terms of a longer perspective, our 12-month analysis projects a change of 30.70%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could vary from 25.23% to 62.25% over the upcoming year. This would suggest a future price falling between $276.41 and $358.13. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, "Evaluation of Apple stock downgraded after the last trading session." The Apple stock price increased by 1.13% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 24th of March, 2025, rising from $218.27 to $220.73. During that trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.12%, with a low of $218.58 and a high of $221.02. The price has been quite variable during this period, and there has been a decline of 2.97% over the last 2 weeks. The trading volume decreased by 51 million shares on the last day, with a total of 42 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $9.35 billion. It is important to consider that decreasing volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $260.10, while the lowest was $164.08. Currently, the price is 15.14% or $39.37 below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Apple's recent developments present a mix of promising initiatives and challenges that could affect its stock performance. The company is pivoting toward artificial intelligence, aiming to integrate cameras in its watches to enhance AI features in wearables. This advancement could position Apple favorably in the competitive tech market, potentially lifting investor sentiment and stock prices in the long term. However, a recent survey indicates that iPhone owners are delaying upgrades, a trend that may dampen short-term sales and revenue projections, negatively impacting stock performance. Additionally, industry experts highlight a triple challenge for Apple in the evolving AI landscape, emphasizing the need for strategic adaptations to remain competitive. On a more positive note, Apple's commitment to expanding investments in China aligns with growth opportunities in one of its largest markets. The announcement of a $99 million clean energy fund in China also cements Apple's reputation as a socially responsible company, which could enhance brand loyalty and attract environmentally conscious investors. Despite these initiatives, analysts are wary of Apple's current growth trajectory, questioning whether its premium stock valuation is justified given potential stagnation in growth expectations. Balancing these factors will be crucial for investors as they gauge both short-term performance and long-term viability of Apple's stock in an ever-evolving tech landscape. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned AAPL an overweight grade alongside a hold action. On Friday, the 21st of February, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned AAPL a reduced grade with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned AAPL a buy grade alongside a hold action. On Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025, it was reported that Loop Capital Markets assigned AAPL a hold grade with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025, it was reported that Jefferies assigned AAPL an underperform grade alongside a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell, and the price-to-book ratio also receives a strong sell designation. In terms of return on investment, the analysts consider the stock to have a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. There are mixed signals regarding the stock today. The Apple stock indicates a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average presents a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this results in an overall negative forecast for the stock. If the stock continues to rise, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $231.41. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $215.50. A breakout above the long-term average will generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will issue an additional sell signal, reinforcing the general trend. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, March 13, 2025, and so far, the stock has risen by 5.27%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices, leading to a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning. It is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals you might find insightful. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a buy signal from 8 days ago. Bollinger signaled a buy opportunity 7 days ago. The short-term moving average suggested a buy signal 5 days ago. The long-term moving average gave a sell signal 14 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages provided a buy signal 11 days ago. When we review the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average delivered a sell signal 19 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 13 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages signaled a buy opportunity 8 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $218.27. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be expected when the support is tested. The stock typically experiences average movements throughout the day, and with sufficient trading volume, the associated risk is considered medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated $2.44 between its high and low, reflecting a change of 1.12%. In the last week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 2.23%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's briefly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, frequently observed in companies with established track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 1st of May, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $1.61. Keep a close watch on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $222.64. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $218.27. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 25th of February, 2025, Susan Wagner conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. On the same day, Ronald D. Sugar also conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. Additionally, Monica C. Lozano made an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit on that same date. Arthur D. Levinson conducted an insider purchase of 1,113 shares of restricted stock unit on the 25th of February, 2025. Lastly, Andrea Jung also made an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit on this date. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 24.128. Overall, insiders have purchased 1,692,264 shares, while selling 2,800,500 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock, and no stop loss has been established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple exhibits several negative signals, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak over the coming days or weeks. Based on this assessment, we have a negative outlook on this stock. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our recommendation from hold or accumulate to sell. After examining the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 25th of March, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by 620 thousandths of a dollar and begin trading at $220.11. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.